Welcome back, everyone. So this wraps up our System Design 101 module. In this course, we learned at a high level about all the different components that make up the majority of what you need to know when architecting a system for a web application. There's definitely a lot of low-level topics that you can go through in depth, such as the actual implementation of load balancers, whether they be with something like a reverse proxy with Nginx or using actual load balancer hardware or software. There's also numerous deeper topics that you can go into when it comes to actually implementing these systems inside of cloud infrastructure platforms such as GCP or AWS. On top of that, each of these different topics, such as coding the actual front end or the back end code that lives inside of your web servers, your databases, your servers, your queues, your job servers, etc., these all get covered by ZTM in their respective courses. As I've said before, if you've already taken that database bootcamp course on ZTM, then you have seen what it's like to do a real deep dive into databases and caching services. Again, this 101 course is meant to be a very modular small course that gives you a high-level overview of what you need to frame your learning around when it comes to these distributed services and the design of them. So hopefully you now are better equipped to go through and understand in your experience working at larger companies and working on their distributed services, what the trade-offs that you're trying to understand are and what preparation you need to know when it comes to the actual architecture of these systems. With that in mind, I do want to leave you with a list of articles of different companies and individuals who have solved unique problems inside of this kind of system design space. The reason for that is because now you have a better idea of what you're looking for and what you're reading for when they explain their experience. It's going to be a very cumulative process of building up this experience when it comes to system design decision-making. Throughout this course, we've talked about the main priorities being reliability and consistency, availability. All of these topics are just designed around making the right decision for the problem you're trying to solve. There is no one-size-fits-all with system design. It's really about understanding the problem and making the correct trade-offs in the correct components, or even about where you're going to make the cuts or make the actual abstractions themselves in these different components that live in this architecture. So hopefully you have a good enough high-level understanding of what each of these represent. Of course, you can deep dive into each of them further yourself by taking more of our courses that cover these different topics that are spread throughout ZTM. And in the future, I will definitely add more modules to this course and deep dive based on the actual feedback we receive regarding what people want to learn with system design. Thank you for taking this course, and I hope to see you in the next one.